Hi. It's Monday. It's Monday evening. Oh, hi. Welcome. Hi, cousin. Welcome. I'm just getting my stage set here. Cousin, nice to see you. Yay. Oh, yay. Hi. Hello, nice to see you. Yay, Kristen! Mwah, mwah. Thanks for joining. Awesome. Nice to see you here. Welcome. I'm hosting this video for your entertainment. Oh, hi, Grant. Nice to see you again. Thank you for your patience, because I said I was going to be here at 9:30, but honestly, things just didn't work out that way, but it's okay. I'm here now. How's everyone doing tonight? We don't, I was gonna hold this in person with my community and advertise it and everything, and I had this whole idea about gridding and having crystals and just like everyone else's plans. It got completely, just wiped off, like all plans. So I was thinking like how I could offer and continue to connect with my network this way. I really enjoy making these videos, and it's cool that I get to see some of you online. So it's all about building that community and, kind of feeling like we're all connected, because we're all totally connected. I'm starting off tonight, I have some tea. Hopefully you're comfortable. I'm drinking my tea. This is my pipe place. I used to work for Starbucks a long time ago, so I'm such a nerd when it comes to the mugs. But cheers. I have lemon ginger tea right here. If you saw my last video, I was talking about self-care and about questioning you, what you would do, or how you could advance your situation, mind, body, soul. I've been doing my own practices and interweaving some new habits as well and bringing them back. Yeah, ginger, it helps boost immunity. Women, hot, they're saying it. Like even Kristen, like Sarah sent me something about how it's important to drink the water and the tea and all that. Just keep up on your health. It's been 1 week of this whole huge transformation, and people are realizing where they want to possibly improve in their lives, or maybe where they're lacking, or like maybe there's a lot of feelings that are coming up, and that's what I'm here to talk about. It's Aries new moon, and Aries is a fire sign, so if you're feeling that built up angst, anger, that might be, it's everywhere. It's the collective, honestly, right now. It's undeniable. So I'm here to talk about how you could utilize that energy, the energy that is just in our presence. It's in our reality right now. The masculine fire energy of Mars, Aries, and how you can use that energy and for the good, pretty much. Everything around us is, uncertain and just feeling insecure and everything. And so we're going to do hopefully I could do a meditation with you. I'm just going to go with the flow here and just see what happens. I started off with, hold on. Oh, so good. I have my cauldron here, my trusty cauldron with some charcoal that I went ahead and got started before I started the video, because I didn't want to be all finicky with it. But tonight I'm going to start off burning myrrh. And myrrh is very grounding. And I don't use myrrh often. It's one of these resins that I feel is appropriate for like deep emotional, okay, for example, like myrrh, there's so many things in my mind. All the guys are talking to me right now. They're like, oh, tell them this. Okay, so myrrh. All right, myrrh is used, I feel like in mourning. So like if you're feeling like that really heavy, deep, hard mourning feeling, grief feeling, I feel, hi, hey Daniel. I feel that myrrh is one of those resins that help support that mourning process. So like, right now a lot of people are experiencing some really big emotions, really big feelings, including me, but myrrh will help ground. It was interesting as I go ahead and start this. I was connecting with some of my light worker friends and some of my most magical friends today. I've been connecting with people all week long, but I really got to talk to someone that I have a different kind of bond with, like magically. So we were talking about like, oh, this is this our own talk, our own talk, and we were explaining how we were both experiencing some hair loss. Like I'm starting to lose. It's probably not noticeable or anything. Actually, my hair looks kind of good and kind of awesome here, but honestly, like it's one of the way my body's react to stress, and it's not like I'm stressed out about my situation, everything's fine. I think I'm feeling the collective, because honestly it's coming through my crown and it's tingling up here, and he feels the same way. And it's just an energetic it's a physical manifestation from an energetic imbalance, right? So like well, I'm just starting off with myrrh instead of starting up from the top of the chakras, because I'm kind of not needing that as much anymore. Like I am doing my work. I'm doing my work to provide and hold space for others, and that really comes down from the crown chakra. But a lot of information and connecting to the collective consciousness is starting to energetically and physically manifest. So with that, I'm starting with myrrh, because that's actually deep down. I would say it's the really grounding resonant. And again, it helps ease the pains of mourning, death. I burn it a lot in the fall as like the seasons are changing. So this is how I feel that will help support that, and it's actually really working. It smells a little bit more sweeter than it usually does to me. Yeah, let me just take a little bit more. Whew. Feels good. I'm just gonna smudge a little bit more and get started. So the smudge wand is awesome. Okay, so I have a few tools here that are available. So if you see something you like, just message me and I could ship it off to you with love. This wand is for grabs as well. So whatever you need, just let me know, because it's really nice to get something that like has like a handmade feel to it, a lot of magic. Like it's not like it's, if you know me, you know me. Okay, so here we go. All right. Ooh, and with that, so that myrrh, really grounding. I'm gonna do a little bit of sound for everybody so we could all connect. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale through the nose. Open your chest. And exhale. Drawing that belly button back. All the air out. One more time into the nose. And exhale the mouth. I love this bowl. I love this frequency. It really connects the heart space, I feel, amongst my, you know, clients and myself and just the collective. So it's really nice. I'm going to follow up with some chimes for your crown, so moving that energy up. Awesome. Okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead and begin to open up a circle. So I'm going ahead and using a labradorite wand as I clockwise all around me. Labradorite honors the new moon energy, helps with intuition, supports intuition. Labradorite is a really great stone to work with during new moon manifestation. So labradorite. And I'm going to go ahead and do a demonstration for you. I had explained that I wanted to do a gridding workshop. I'll show you 2 grids. I'm going to start with one tool that I have created and would like to demonstrate. So to show you, here's my little set right here. Okay. And each one of these crystals represents an element. So this is fire, has carnelian in it. Earth has some moss and lichens, and it's really pretty. I have water, which is filled with seashells and sea glass, and even a crab, I guess, what's it called? Crab hand or crab claw. And then there's organite in it, organite wrapped around a quartz. And then I have wind, which has dandelion and sweetgrass in it. So if you think about the energy of sweetgrass, it's like you could use it for smudging, so I feel like that was really air connected. And then just the beautiful dandelion, which also represents air because it gets floated away in the air. So those are the 4 elements. They are very similar in shape, and I use them to help call in the corners, or the guides, or the guardians of each corner. So northwest, south, east. So each direction and native culture, in a lot of cultures, in a lot of there might be some variations, but pretty much each corner has an elemental archetype to it. So I feel that I use west as the mother, the beginning, the earth. So I feel earth, and then fire south, west is water, and then north is air. So all these elements, when you call them in to your circle, your magic actually could be enhanced by your guardians and your guides, and just the messages come clearer, the work that you're doing is more secure. It's probably the most important thing. Like if you're starting off in magic, using the elements or using the guardians of the gates of each direction will actually contain your magic. So like it's less likely that it's like a protection. It's like so like you're in a closed container. You're not anything bad or good. Not anything bad's gonna come in. So like you're being protected. So I have a grid that I created that I have 2 more of these. So I have the flower of life in gold, and then I have the flower of life in silver. And they come on these cute little canvases that you can hang up. But you could also use them for a grid. And I had the intention to make them both, so you could have it multi-use. The flower of life represents how everything is connected, and energetically, spiritually, scientifically, like all these different, just everything. Okay, that's what this symbol symbolizes. That's what it stands for. So, say for example, you're new to magic and you want to do stuff in a protected container, you would have a grid, and you could use tools. You could use stones that represent the corners. You could use even my tools that I have created, which comes in a set of 4, which has each of the elements in each crystal. So as you're doing your work, you could be like, okay, I'm calling in the guardians of the east, which is the earth. You know, that it could be as simple as that, or you can make it more elaborate to pull in more energies. But just having this crystal and placing it on your grid that represents that corner or that direction will help draw in that energy. And then as you work from the beginning, which is where the sun rises in the east. So you start there, and then you call in the south, which is fire. So think like lava, grounding, just, you know, well, grounding is really earth too, but fire. So fire would be south, and you could place that crystal to represent that energy. And then water, which, you know, is like Cancer, Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, all right there. That's the west, okay? And the north, so calling in the north the air. So that is my crystal of air. So as you can see, I have all the directions, and I feel by doing this practice, I have secured a container to do my magical practice in. This is helping me channel that, helping me feel confident in the fact that I'm doing this. Each of the crystals itself are its own power. And to go ahead and amplify all of that into a vortex, I'm going to use a quartz generator. And that's going to go right in the middle. Okay, so this is a very simple grid that will help you contain your magic, pretty much, and help you keep it at the highest good. Okay, because that's how I view it, and that's how I feel that. I mean, you could call in the corners for like other things too, but like keep it for the highest good. Like magic should be for the highest good. It's, I mean, there's 2 sides, shadow and light. So I'm not talking crap about the shadow side, because believe me, I'm totally that too. I'm 50-50. But the thing is that, you know, if you're going to magic really works when it's in the highest good, okay? So like, you know, cursing someone or putting spells on someone to make them do things, it's not worth your energy to do it. It's not worth your energy to be at that low vibration. Like if you are someone that, you know, suffers from anxiety or depression or any kind of like mental, like, you have to be aware of your mental, I guess, state, or it's not state, your mental health. You have to be aware of it. And if you are working magic in a low level, you're going to have low level magic. If you're going to work magic in a high level, that's where all like the manifestations and all the really great synchronicities happen. You have to raise your vibe. So that's that. I could talk all night about this stuff. I really can. Okay. So with that, I showed you how I'm doing magic tonight. That's how I feel with that. I am going to continue with the gridding and show you more of an elaborate grid, okay, and how I just use patterns or things that I have that have been cleansed energetically, of course, but how I could use these tools to help, again, create a vortex, help transform a space, help bring in energy to this place, or help transmit that energy out to the universe. There's all different ways it could go. And I'm just going to show you an example for tonight. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. Again, all those little pieces, they come in a set because they're extra special, each of an element. Okay, so this is fun. I'm having a good time playing with magic. Oh, is Nessa? Oh, hi Nessa. Maybe she's here, maybe she's not. I see people hopping on and hopping off. And nice to see all of you. All right. Gosh, I want to do so much tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. So here is one of my new products. And oh, that's so funny, you can see that. One of my new products. Okay, so this is the wheel of the zodiac. Okay, so we are, see, there's Pisces, there's Aquarius. So okay, so here's the ram right here, Aries. Okay, so honoring Aries energy tonight, I wanted to use some crystals that help support that fiery energy. And as I was explaining earlier, if you feel all like angst and anger and all that, that's a lot of it is because of the Aries energy. It's amplifying all of that. So like, you know, we've been going through, as a society, we've been going through like the stages of mourning, some of us. So now we're at that anger state where people are starting to awaken. And us light workers and witches and all of us, we know like that it's shifting. It's really shifting. Everyone is like starting to wake up. They're seeing like the veil being just dissolved, you know. It's a lot. And so I just feel I kind of got sidetracked, but anyway, I'll just talk about my my grid. But anyway, the Aries energy, just all that anger, all that stuff, I'm trying to actually direct that energy into a positive way. So with Arian energy comes a great ability to move forward, to be able to push through and to like achieve your goals. Okay, Aries people, they are fiery go-getters. Like they always are going. Here's an example of some of the stones I'm kind of thinking about working with, and I'm just gonna kind of free grid here. I'll show you. I have argonite here, and this is a really great stone. Like, say if you're feeling like overwhelmed, like you're feeling like the ground, like the world is on your shoulders, like you're feeling like, oh wow, everything's on me. Things are intense right now. I don't know how I'm going to handle it. This stone is actually really, really great for supporting that. Argonite, it has like this really beautiful structure to it. So I don't know. I have a lot of stones that are similar, and when you grid, you want to have like numbers that are kind of like 2, 4, 6, numbers that you could like evenly grid around, but that's not necessary. Like it's kind of like okay, so like if you have set up a tent before, right? Like, you know how you have to put like each of the stakes around the tent? Well, you could imagine like the tension of each side. Well, that's kind of similar to like crystal gridding. Like you want the energies to kind of somewhat be balanced and pulled so that like it all kind of evenly goes up. It's not necessary that way. Some people have the ability to look at something that's a little bit more like free-flowing, creative, and still feel really great energy coming from it. But some people like the uniform look of it too, the aesthetic. So it goes by intuition how you grid. But for example, I have like 4 good pieces of big carnelian right here. Those are my fire stones, right? Sacral chakra, Aries energy. Okay. I am going to start with my generator. And this is terminated quartz. So it's a quartz generator with black tourmaline in it. And what's great about it is that it's harmonic, it's balancing. It has the dark and light in it. Tourmaline is very protective stone. I love it so much. It's kind of fragile because it absorbs so much negativity sometimes. It just like vibrates and then like crumbles away. But with tourmalinated quartz, it's like trapped in the matrix. So like you get the effects of tourmaline and then plus amplification from the quartz itself. And then the shape of the generator helps direct that energy up into source and then down. So it's a great piece. So I'm going to go ahead and place my generator on the grid here that I'm starting with. So let's see if I can get. go. Okay, so see that? Okay, cool. All right, so that's my center because I want to build harmony. We just had the equinox, light and dark, harmonic, okay? I recognize that this is east, this is east, south, west, and north. So to illustrate what I mean about like the tension, I guess, I'm gonna start with the east because that's always the beginning, but then I'm building tension right here. See that? So there's like this pull right here into the generator, but I need to anchor it as I move around to each side, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carnelian representing each sides. Now I could actually visualize the flow of the carnelian into this, but I would like to actually help it and kind of play around with it a little bit more. Here I have some selenite, okay? And selenite is really great for gridding because selenite helps channel energy. It acts kind of like a copper wire. You know how copper wire conducts electricity through itself? This is kind of how selenite is. Selenite is also fragile, so if it's overworked, you could find it breaking down. Quartz is also an alternative that you could use for this process, but I'm gonna go ahead and place some selenite to help channel that energy into the generator. Okay, so again, I'm following my pattern of starting from the east and moving around to the north, okay? And then I have some smaller carnelians here, so baby carnelians, and I would like to go in between each to kind of anchor it. So now you can see my grid, how it's starting to kind of take shape and such. And I feel like it's a pretty secure one right now. Like it feels pretty solid. Like I feel like this one doesn't need to be so elaborate, like just for, demonstration purposes. But I do have some special pieces that might, make me feel good about the energy. So here I have a arrowhead that I found. Isn't that cool? And I feel like Mars energy, which is actually right here on my grid here. I'm gonna actually turn it this way, kind of shift everything just a little bit. But this represents again the Aries fire energy. So I'm placing the arrow there, and it's actually like pointing up. I gotta kind of even it out a little bit. I didn't plan that out just right, but it's okay. I'm just shifting everything a little bit so everything is still in line with the directions, and so everything looks aesthetically pleasing to me. And then I have some garnets right here, and I wanna put them somewhere, but I feel like I only have 2, and I want to kind of like really support. I feel like because the water, I feel like earth and water again are the more feminine signs, and I feel that like garnet is gonna help conduct like a goddess energy through this masculine energy, so it kind of like helps bring in that feminine energy in a way to help support those 2 elements, and I've added them in sync with, I did it by order, so that's that. And I honestly, I could add more crystals if I like. I could add all kinds of things. Since I'm kind of beginning to use this, I am noticing that let's see here. I see, oops, there we go. I completely put the wrong thing on the wrong side. Okay, so here's my sign right here. Here's my Sagittarius sign, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my crystal that represents kind of like the world is on my shoulders. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right here because that's representing my energy. And so here's the Aryan energy, and here is my energy, and it's just like it works out. Like I feel like it's helping me, and this right here is helping conduct that fiery, creative energy. And let's see, I feel like I need to put, oh, there's Leo. Okay, so this is a great mirror because I have all the zodiac, and I'm able to there you can see it a little bit better, hopefully. I have all the zodiac, and I'm able to find the fire. So here is Aries, here's Sagittarius, here's Leo. All of us are feeling this intense Aryan new moon, and I'm trying to help channel that anger or that extra heat into a creative passion that will be harmonizing while balancing the masculine and feminine energies, and that's how I grit, and that's how I feel that what this grit means to me. And it's great. So what I'm gonna do with that, I want to show you guys something. This is going to like totally amplify my grid now, okay? I almost forgot to add these. All right, you ready? These are really, really cool. All right, so these are petroleum oil quartz, and inside of them is trapped ancient oil. And the oil that's trapped in here, is like ancient, and it has methane bubbles in it. And these are extremely rare. You might be able to find some quartz with like water trapped in it, quartz, amethyst, some other quartz family. You can get them with water in them, but oil is really, really rare. So I know you can't see the oil through this lens on my camera, but I can show you with a UV light. Isn't that super cool? So quite literally, the electrons in the oil are getting excited by the UV light, and as they get excited, they end up falling back down into an energy level, releasing a photon. And that photon is what your eyes pick up, which is that light, that bright yellow fluorescent light. So, for example, let's see. So it's kind of intense because the camera is not that great with that. But there it is. It almost looks like it's like fake on my camera, but there we go. See that yellow right there? See that yellow? Isn't that a trip? That is fluorescing hydrocarbon, ancient fluorescing hydrocarbon. These resonate with the solar plexus. They help you manifest. Okay? These are heavy duty crystals. These pack an energetic punch, okay? And it's quite weird that coincidentally every one of my clients that has one of these has experienced drastic changes in a good way because they put their mind to it, or like this crystal helps support that manifestation. But I'm gonna go ahead and place this on my grid. I'm gonna place it in between the small carnelians and the crystal quartz, and I'm just gonna let that work. See, now you can see. Okay. And I don't do this very often because like it is a lot of energy for me to do this. But because I'm doing this for, I guess, everybody, I'm going to use my quartz wand right here. And it's double terminated, so I can receive and give energy. And when you have a double terminated wand like this, you can activate your grid to like work overtime. Okay, so like I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna tap the middle. Let's see, tap the middle of my quartz right there. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whew, whoa. And then I'm going to begin with the first crystal I laid down. So the carnelian, and then back. So you can imagine that string being pulled. Okay, and then, ooh, that made my hand tickle. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat to the next. And then the next. Okay, that's the carnelian. Then the selenite. Great, now we're going to do the small carnelian. Okay, and then the garnet. And then finally the quartz, petroleum oil quartz. Wow, this is amazing. It's a very powerful grid. Okay. And then I could activate the other pieces that are also holding space for this grid, which are the fire energies of the zodiac. So go ahead and activate the arrowhead and argonite and the smoky quartz. Awesome. And that is how you grid. It's one of the ways you could grid. You could grid all different types of ways. It's up to you. Use your intuition. But that's how you use certain tools. So that grid is activated. It is in use. It's for the collective. Yeah. Wow. Cool. So that is that. How's everybody? Everyone doing good? Awesome. All right. I am going to go ahead and kind of revamp some of this because I'm done working with kind of the lower chakras. I burned the myrrh for my grounding. I went ahead and activated my grid for creativity and fire, which is my sacral center, sacral chakra. And then I am going to go ahead and move up a little bit. And this is a really elevating, very higher chakra. It's very sweet smelling, but lifting up the energy. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. And then I wanted to give a shout out to Sarah of Happy Mountain Medicinals here. She's my brother's girlfriend, and she makes amazing tinctures. And this is the Healing Heart Elixir. And if you haven't really experimented with like magical tinctures like that, like this, do your research to see like, you know, what's in them and if you are allergic to anything or whatever. But like, they're great medicine, and this is how medicine was made. Like as an herbalist, this is how medicine is done. And this has like rosebuds, borage, hawthorn berries, tulsi, rose hips, cinnamon, borage flower, and then it's with cane alcohol and honey. So like this is all for the heart. And I'm gonna go ahead and take just a little bit of it. This is like one of my self-healing rituals recently. Like you can just feel it like go down and like start to like just expand in the heart. It's awesome. Okay, so I was able to grid and do that for everybody. I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip the meditation that I had planned because I think I could do a whole other video on chakra alignment and visualizing your chakras. And so Tonight, again, I was just talking about like how to grid and the fire energy that's present and how maybe you can step into your creativity. Actually, I will read a quick excerpt about the sacral chakra. Okay, this might be relevant for some of us, okay? And this is kind of what I'm being called to read right now. Okay, so the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is designed to help introduce you to the energies of this. Okay, so sorry. Become mindfully aware of your thoughts now and bring them into this moment. Notice the objects around you, the earth beneath you, and take a moment to look around your life and recognize how many of the people, things, and structures in your life exist because you made them. So talking about like how all of our structure just kind of got like uplifted and like this feeling destabilized. Maybe a lot of those structures were because you made them. Yes, you. To connect here to the sacral chakra, it is important for you to view yourself as a sacred creative vessel of inspiration, a veritable fountain of passion and desire that overflows into all aspects of your life. So, you made all these structures in your life. You can actually create your own life. A lot of things have been taken away from us right now. So it's time for us to really use that passion, use that fire that we're feeling from the Aries energy to ignite a new light, a new path, a new inspiration, a new habit, a new, it's a way that you can help anchor all that anger into something that's, useful in your life, and you can create your life by using that in the proper way. So you might imagine your desire and your passion as rivers of water or flowing lava from an ancient volcano. Visualize your deepest essence pouring out of you like water or liquid fire, nourishing or melting everything in its path. You are tapping into a river of your own power. Feel it, bring you to life, one cell at a time. So like, feel it, bring you to life, one cell at a time. So as you're tapping into your own power, like starting to feel like your whole being resonate with that same vibration. So maybe like this passion that you've always had, or something that you've never had a chance to slow down and do, and you're like able to finally do it, like, beyond being upset and everything about whatever is going on, like, use it to fuel that passion, because the time is now. The time is now. You can create your reality. Just because like things have kind of like gone to crap right now, it doesn't mean that like you are limited in your own creative abilities. Like, use that passion. So that's my advice with that. And with that, I want to do a collective tarot reading. Like, I was requested to do one for the collective, and I do readings with my clients one-on-one because I'm able to like just connect with that client. But I feel like I could just go ahead and do it for the collective. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my cards right here. Take a sip of tea. And I do, I have a few methods how I shuffle and such, so I'll kind of explain to you. Every tarot reader kind of shuffles the cards in their own way. I've always shuffled cards like a rainbow. So even like playing with just old deck cards and such, I would call it the rainbow shuffle. And it's so relevant because I feel like I'm putting like rainbow energy into the cards, like it's like the whole spectrum of light into these cards. So that's how I kind of energize them. Wow, some just popped out. Financial and material changes. This is for the collective. Everyone is having financial and material changes, that's for sure. Firm foundation. This one, I think is kind of resonating with like what I was kind of talking about, like grounding myself, kind of feeling like I need to kind of anchor myself a little bit more in my creativity, having a firm foundation. This might resonate with you about your home, about maybe feeling secure in your firm foundation, having that security. Like there's that, look at his back, and like he's looking at this mountain, and like he's solid in his standing, and he looks like he's having a challenge ahead of him, but his firm foundation and his strength he can overcome. So a couple other cards are kind of coming through. Passion ignited. Wow, that's pretty resonate. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like some of these cards, I don't even need to like go and talk about like all the meanings behind them, because I kind of just okay. These ones are kind of popping out. Should I read them? Okay. Yeah, this is the reading. All right. Emotional loss and light. And, you know, you could say what you want to say about, you know, coronavirus, COVID-19, about how it could be like a conspiracy or, you know, government and how they're handling it. You could just go on forever about that, right? But this card right here, emotional loss. This one's been coming up in a lot of private readings, and it's the collective, the emotional loss. I mean, of the world, the loss, and that's hard to think about, hard to fathom about. And I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer, because I have the light right here. The light. These came out together. Okay, so these came out together. Financial, material changes. Firm foundation. This one, it kind of flew out. I didn't read it upside down, but I mean, if it were to be upside down, you can imagine your firm foundation being turned upside down if you're feeling that way. But, you know, I'm reading it firm foundation upwards this way. So having a firm foundation, feeling stable in your own home, like feeling grounded if you're home. So those ones came out, and then passion ignited. Again, that fire and the soul, I graded exactly for that reason. That's exactly what I graded for. And then these, emotional loss and light. So although we might be feeling a lot of emotional loss as a country, as a world, as a human species, there is light. And some of my early readings I did on my own. I journal a lot of my readings, because I use my divination tools, like I use different divination tools all the time, but like there's different things I'm called to at different times. And with these cards, they never fail me. They're so darn accurate. So I have to write down what I see and what I get from these messages. And yeah, the very first few readings I did on this topic, I was getting a lot of light and a lot of, you know, I got some cards, but then it balanced out with the light. And honestly, that's kind of what we're coming to. It's like there is light on the other side of the tunnel. Like there is going to be emotional loss. There is going to be hurt. There is going to be pain. The Fibonacci sequence is within this picture too. So, you know, understanding that we're all one. You know, exponential growth also, like that's a tough one, honestly. This is kind of a tough card, but it's been happening, and it's the truth. It's the collective, okay, and then the light. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can be the light. You can provide that light for somebody. Do your part in your community if you can, and you know, just tell everyone that you love them. The people that you love, just call them, connect with them. I've been doing the rounds, calling everybody I can, and trying to connect with as many people as possible. That's why I like doing these live videos, because you know, I feel called to it. So thank you for your support. Yeah, if these cards resonate with you, I did it for the collective. So it's kind of just, it is what it is. So yeah, I think let's do one more card, because that's we need another deck. Actually, let's do two. Let's see this. I like this one a lot too. This is my my sacred geometry. So before I pretty much sign off, I'm going to like pull a sacred geometry card to help heal the collective. So what geometry would be the best, or what kind of message can we get out of these cards that can help activate our subconscious to help us get through this hard time? Ooh, emergence. So let's look at this a little bit better. Emergence. Okay, so you can see some of the purple. It's purple, orange. There's a center right there, a little dot. It says the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So emergence, I mean, there's different ways you could view this. I feel like emerging from this dark time will provide you with, you know, your creativity and create, you know, you're going to transform, you know, if you put the work in, if you are staying on a higher vibration, if, you know, acknowledging your shadow. There's no doubt that shadow is coming through, but acknowledge it and raise the vibe. This is saying childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment. So like reconnect with that childlike wonder. Like if you were a child that loved to paint, then paint. If you love to like, you know, do fun, like if you like to ride a bike in your place and you're allowed to ride a bike, ride a bike. Isn't that feel like being a kid again? Like take that out in that way. We're very, in a way, it's like a blessing in disguise if you take it this way. You know, there's a lot of improvement that can be made in these coming weeks. So emerge with a positive advancement in your life, you know, like some kind of positive, directing that passion into something new, into some kind of project, hobby. If you're getting into, you know, more of your craft, it's a good time to be able to sit still and listen. You know, a lot of it is listening and being still. One more. Okay, so for whoever needs this, I need to call out a goddess. Like, what goddess should we, let's see, what's the question? Oh. Ooh, I love this. Okay. I actually was just talking about, like, if you're, like, a spiritual person, like, I don't know, I was kind of going off on a tangent, but honestly, the cards heard me, and Rhiannon, Sorceress, and Coventina, Purification. So, like, if you're someone that's beginning a craft, or, like, you're starting to tap into your craft, be validated. The Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. You can. It takes, you could use tools to help you with that, just like my grid that I showed, or you could use, you know, other ways of anchoring that energy. But Rhiannon, she is the, she goes by different names, but she, you know, you can see that she has a beautiful unicorn, her beautiful veil, the moon. Rhiannon, let's read a little bit about her. I don't really get this card. Actually, I don't think I ever really pulled this card. She's called by different things, honestly. So, a large part of my power stems from connection to animals and nature. So, if you've been indoors too long, recapture your personal power by simply stepping outside. So, reclaim your power by stepping outside. Get outside. If your area you say that some areas you can't even go outside, like in crowded places, but like, you know, connect with nature. Know that nature is we're all of it. We're all connected. So this simple motion will do you a world of good at reawakening your sleeping, magical, spiritual nature. Allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Okay, so like some people might not be at that level yet, but some people are some people have been trying to step into their power, using this time to transform into that being if you want to, spreading the good, spreading, positivity. Resume this mission that was once aborted through misdeeds and past time leaders. So like the things that have gone wrong, like if you feel like there's some kind of injustice happening and you've always felt wrong about it, it's time to, time to step into your own and just it's time. It's time for you to step up. We need you in this world. So take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to the magic that life is itself. This is a mission that must be accomplished, and you're the one who can help us with it. Okay, so if you've been feeling that calling, then it's time to step in into your being. So let's see. There's much more about Rihanna, but you could go ahead and look that up about her if that is calling to you. But then also, Clementina was the other card that popped out, and it's purification. So if you're a spiritual person, and again, you're working on your craft for a time being, like during this time being, purification, like what way can you purify your energy being? Like how can you, your vessel, how can you purify your vessel that you could actually receive those messages, receive those intuitive messages a little bit better? A lot of self-help recently about empaths was drink your water, like keep that fluid in your body, because we are water. Water's our emotion. Water holds on to energy, so keep that flushing through, because as you go through your day, you're picking up energies, you're picking up panic. If you're still going out and about, you feel the difference. You feel how people are very much panicking. So like you're absorbing a lot of that. So drinking water, keeping your energy clear and pure will help through this process. It says on the bottom, it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. So here she is, and I like her dress or whatever that is around her, like her skirt. It's made up of all the rainbows. So like of all, just you can just imagine like alignment, purification, detoxification. So like having that connection, mind, body, soul in your new habits now, trying to work with what we got going on here. But purification, again, will help you receive those messages a little bit better and help you just release. So, and also it could mean that if you've been wanting to start, your new diet and you're taking this time to actually cleanse yourself, it's the time. And honestly, this Aries new moon energy is a great way to help launch that intention. So I only got about a minute and a half left. So I thank all of you for hanging out with me. I'll have this video hopefully up my live for a little bit, and then on my page for a little bit, and then hopefully on YouTube after I could get it on there. So if nothing goes wrong. So to finish up, Clementina is that this message comes as help and not as an affront or criticism. Your vessel has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psyche. You have been ignoring your body's main signals and screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. Perhaps you have also noticed a slump in your energy level, and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these past effects, though, as the solution is at hand right now. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You'll want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and speech as well, for the words you think and speak are the very diet that supports or thwarts you. Choose purity, and I promise you a changed outlook for the better. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. I'm winding down here. I wish you all have a good night. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to do more videos. Sending you lots of love, lots of light, healing, and we all got this, okay? Mwah! All right, bye everybody.